There we go. I was muted for a second. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Can you hear me now? Sound working? Crow, how's it going? Bobby? Robert? Love is but pain. Oh my gosh. Got some angst in here. What's up, everybody? What's up? Give me one quick second. Yeah, we'll just leave it. You guys are going to check out my pile of card boxes. Yay! We're moving stuff around in the office a little bit, so just I might have to deal with it for this video. But what's going on, everybody? What is going on? Okay, so to start off, since you're all here, obviously, I want to start off by telling you how you enter in the 50 million giveaway, because that is that's obviously part of the title. So all you gotta do is like, subscribe, and then leave a comment. And then you can do that on any of the new videos you want to. So you can even do it on the stream if you want to, but preferably be on one of the most recent videos. Like do the 15 million herb lure, that one, that's a pretty good one to do. All you do is just need to leave a comment on there. Today's comment is honestly just put whatever you want to. We normally have like a new theme every day. Like the first one was, if you won the gold, what would you spend it on? Day 2 was, if you won the gold, what would you give a friend? But today, just put whatever you'd like to. And then after you've done that, all you gotta do is look in our Discord. In the announcements, there is a bot. All you have to do is click participate, and then you are entered into the 50 million for that day. So that is today. This is today's video content. So thank you so much for checking out the stream. We're gonna be doing some flipping. And then also in today's flipping content, I'm going to be actually doing a whole bunch of price checking. And then that way, you guys will be able to literally just use the prices that you see from the video. That is the point of today, is I'm going to show you guys all kinds of different things you can price check, give you guys some great ideas, examples of things you can flip, and then literally give you the pricing for those things. That way you can literally flip right now. I am going to be posting our prices in our Discord server. So the prices and everything are going to be right here in the video, so you don't have to go anywhere for that. They are also going to be in the Discord server. So if you are a part of our Patreon membership already, then you can go to the appropriate section, which I will tell you what section it's for, and then those prices will be posted there too. So they'll be right here in the video. They'll also be in the Discord server, texted out. If one of you would like to type into the chat here what the prices are after I post them in the video, that would be really helpful. That way people can just read the chat. For the Discord link, by the way, whether you are on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, all you gotta do is look in the Discord. Just look down below. Just look in the description and you'll find the link to the Discord server. But that's really it. So leave a comment on one of the most recent YouTube videos. Make sure you've liked the video, sub, enter into the announcements. So there you go. That's all you gotta do to be able to enter for 50 million gold. So good luck. We are doing a winner every single day. So if you are not currently subscribed to the channel with your notifications on, I would definitely do that if you want a chance every single day to win 50 million gold. And you can win as many times as you want to. There is no limit. Let's go ahead and check out. Let me go. What is in my Grand Exchange right now? Okay, nothing. Perfect. Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and I'm going to use up these lamps. That way I just want to clear out my inventory. We're going to use my smoldering lamps on rune crafting, because I definitely want to get that rune crafting XP. Let's go ahead and do this. Also, by the way, my screen's not normally like this. I just have it empty for the video. That way it's just easy for everyone to see. Let's see, what is today's thing? Let's go ahead and... Oh, it's the Rainbow Road. Let's go ahead and use up these. Ooh, look at that, son! 3 gigantic prismatic lamps! Woohoo! We're starting off today with a bang. That's awesome. That is awesome! That is going to go straight into, I think that's going... Where's that going? Into Dungeoneering. Cool. We have 618,000 XP for Dungeoneering. Nice. These Protean Heights, I'm going to go ahead and bank those. And then Prismatic Lamps. Not bad, not bad. More Dungeoneering XP. Woo! Overall, I would just like to mention, hey, thank you so much for follow, champion. Woo! Also, brownie points if you know what that cartoon is. Normally I would not put your XP and stuff into dungeoneering, by the way. I'm just almost maxed out for 200 million all. So that's why dungeoneering is just like one of the things that's left. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and open these cash bags. I just want to empty out my inventory. Add to currency pouch. Why are these even in there? Okay. Go in here. Put this stuff away. Okay, we'll leave this gold here because we're gonna flip a bunch of things. Alright, let's get started here. Okay, now that we have literally double as many people in this stream as what we did a minute ago, really quick recap. To enter the 50 million giveaway, all you need to do is go like, sub on the YouTube channel, and when I say like one of the most recent videos, leave a comment on that video, and then go on our Discord server and click enter on the bot. It's in our announcements, and then you are entered to win 50 million gold. We're giving away 50 million gold every single day, so you can do it every day. Doesn't matter, every day. Just do it on the most recent video. That's how you enter to win that. And then today's stream, I'm gonna be pricing a bunch of things. You guys will see the prices here in the stream. That way you can use them for yourself, and then flip along with us. And then I'm also going to be posting these prices in our Discord server. All right. Let's go and get started. Actually, let's go and get started with some prices. So, also too, as I look at this, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask any questions you guys got. Alright, looks like Nox Staff. I'm gonna price some things that haven't been priced in a little bit. Nox Staff, this is actually one of our Billionaire Flip Club things. I'm gonna go ahead and price out Nox Staff. Boom. 255, 221 is the instant buy. We're gonna do 255, 220 to put it back in there. Now the strategy I'm going to be using today is going to be, for the bigger items, the strategy I'm going to be using is the average margin strategy. So all you got to do for this strategy is you instantly buy the item, take a note of that price, and then that is your new sell price, right? Because the instant buy gives you your sell price. And then all you got to do is use the average margin for that item to be able to find out what the buy is. And then that way you don't have to instant buy, instant sell. That's not very accurate anyway, and you're just going to lose a bunch of extra money. If you want to see literally written out in text form how to do this pricing strategy, Flipping School in our Discord server literally shows you all of the price checking strategies and when you should use them. It's all written out for you guys. So Nox Staff, we have a 255.22 sell, and that is probably going to be about a 252.5 buy, because that will go by our average margin for today. We're going to let that sit there for a second though. Let's see, we need Ascensions. Ascensions have not been priced. These are also items that we do in our Billionaire Flip Club, by the way. That is that section in our Discord server. Alright, 110 instant buy on the main hand. I'm just going to put that right back in. And then we're going to do Ascension Crossbow offhand. There's a 2 buy limit. You can flip 2 of each of these items. 111,998. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and price up a bunch of things here, and then I'll go back through and tell you exactly what those ranges are gonna be, and I'm also gonna be posting them in our Discord server too. Alright. Let's see, we had Cinder Cores are already posting there. Golden Santa Hat is already, or Golden Santa Hat. Every time I read that, I think it says Golden Santa Hat. Man, I can't do this. Green Santa Hat, that's what they priced. Wow, that is really high up. The non-instant sell for a green Santa hat, by the way, is 698 million. Wow, that went up. Alright, what else do we have in here to do some pricing on? Yeah, let's do a reprisal. We'll do a reprisal codex. This is a little bit slower item. This one you'll need to be patient with, but it does bring in some good solid money. 43,582,000. Do 1 GP below that. What else do we have in here to do? Just trying to see some things that haven't been priced in like an hour, like a couple hours or something like that. A lot of things have been priced lately. You know, it's been really busy in there. Is a poison build with Wyvern Crossbow a good build for anything? I know that people have definitely talked about using that build for a long time. I personally haven't found that build to be better than pretty much any other build. So personally, unless you were like on a budget, I probably wouldn't do that build. But if you are on a budget and you want a cheaper range build that'll probably get you pretty far, like that's not a bad idea to mess around with that. Otherwise, an Eldritch Crossbow is definitely going to be better than that in pretty much every situation. A Fire Torch. Let's do a Fire Torch. Alright, Sana's Fire Torch. Alright, what do we have for pricing? 113,475. Which actually just reminded me I need to buy an Eldritch Crossbow for myself. Because I want to go do some ED4. I don't currently have an Eldritch Crossbow in my bank. Nightmare Gloves. Nightmare Gauntlets. I'm going to do Nightmare Gauntlets next. By the way, I am going to tell you, don't worry, I am going to tell you the buy price for all these things too. What we're doing is we're going to price through a few things. When our GE is full, I'll run back and tell you what all the buys are for this. But we're getting all the sells right now. This is also a very good method, by the way, for you to start off a fresh day of flipping. Is to run through, price out some things just like I'm doing, and then as things start selling and moving and everything, then you can start flipping those things for profit. 33,995. Also, how's you guys' holidays going? What did you do for Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving? Let's see. I could do a gold... No, I don't want to do a golden party hat, actually. They're so slow. They're either really fast or they're really slow. It doesn't really... It's not really an in-between. Annihilation is also very slow, too. Let's see. Ooh, a Dragon Rider Lance. That one's really good. A Dragon Rider Lance is both cheap and fast. Alright, Dragon Rider Lance. Also, too, you guys been enjoying the most recent content that's been coming out? I'm really trying to come out with some stuff I know you guys want to watch. So if you guys have suggestions or questions or stuff you want to see, then just let me know. 34,962. Oh, that's literally at mid. It actually bought like at mid, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it bought at mid. Well, that's easy. All right, one more item, and then we're gonna run through and get all of our buy prices here. Let's do a Drygor. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret doing a Drygor, but just because they're really good. Like, they're really good flips, but they can just be slow a lot. 22,213. That is also at mid. I love it when things are at mid because it's just a nice, reliable buy or sell whenever the buy or sell is at mid. It makes things really easy. Okay, how many years before Golden Rocket again? Are you talking about for Golden Party Hats? We don't know. We don't really know. What I can tell you is this, though, is that Golden Party Hats, as well as other things like the Green Santa Hat and now the Purple Halloween and pretty much any other discontinued thing, they go in phases. Like, people focus on that and they're like, oh man, I gotta buy those for profit, and that's what drives them up. And so right now people are really focused on, they were just focused on the purple, now they're really focused on Green Santa Hat again. As soon as they become focused on the Golden Party Hat again, it'll shoot up. But it's really where people's focus is. Besides that, it's just time. Time has to pass. Here's one thing to really think about, and I'll keep this short, then we're going to start doing some pricing here. One thing to really think about when it comes to Golden Party Hat investing, or really any kind of rare investing, is that the people that have the most of them, of any of those items, are the really rich players. And a lot of really rich players break the game rules. They do. They sell gold on their accounts. They do all kinds of things. So what that means for your investing, though, is that those types of players can get banned. And if they get banned and they had 1,000 Golden Party Hats on their account, those are all removed from the game. Jagex doesn't give those back. So that is probably how long-term a lot of the price gain from rares is going to happen. And how party hats have gotten so expensive as well is because those are one of the most traded things for rule breaking, for real world trading. So wait till some big whales get banned for doing things they shouldn't be doing, and Golden Party Hats will probably rise from that reason as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump into some pricing now. Okay, Nox staff. So Nox staff, we're gonna do a Nox staff. We got a sell at 25522. So Nox staff, and I'm literally gonna be typing these in as I go. 252.5 million is gonna be our buy, and then 255.22 million is going to be our sell. If you're like, where'd you get those numbers from? Well, I'm using the average margin strategy, which is very accurate on items like these where they tend to stay right at their average margin. And you can find all the average margins in our Discord server in the spreadsheet. All right, so Ascension Crossbow, we have a 110 million instant buy, and this one's pretty easy because this one literally was doing the same thing as yesterday, where it was about a 2 million margin. So main hand Ascension is going to be 108 million. So 110 mil. That's a very, very easy one for that. It's just repeating itself. And then offhand Ascension Crossbow is going to be 110 to 112. That's be 110 million to 112 million. Also, with these prices, what you're going to want to do is every like 30, 40 minutes or so, bump up the price by 100 to 200k. Until you get a buy. So if it's one of these things you just like, oh man, it's not really buying, then bump it up by 100 or 200k every 30 to 40 minutes. Also, the amount of time that you should wait and the amount you should update by is also on our spreadsheets, because we have pretty much all the information you could need right on there. And also, how's it going, guys? You got like 40 people in here, but only Crow Cannon's talking. How are you doing? What is up? Can you hear me? Are you alive out there? Reprisal Ability Codex, we have an instant buy at 43.58. So Reprisal, we're going to do Reprisal at 42 million to 43.6. Reprisal sometimes has a bigger margin than that. You can definitely go for a bigger margin if you want to, but not always the greatest. Hey, there we go. Nox Staff just sold off. Boom. Bye-bye, Nox Staff. All right, Sana's Fire Torch. This is a slower item, so just keep in mind that it is slower. And we've got Sana's... Well, actually, we just type in Fire Torch because there's only one Fire Torch in the game. Fire Torch is going to be 111.5 million to 113.5 million. Just chilling, guys. Hey, what's up, Wolfsbane? How you doing, dude? All right, Fire Torch is in. Things are definitely moving a little bit slower today. Normally, we would have like at least more than one thing sell off. So there we go. Hey, now we know. Go be extra patient today. All right, so Nightmare Gauntlets. And obviously, feel free to use these prices as well. This is a really easy one because our sale is right above the mid. So we're going to do the mid, which is 32. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. 32.475 mil to 34 million. And that does fit right into the average margin, so that works out nicely. Dragon Rider Lance. This one is also going to be pretty easy. So DRL, that's the short for Dragon Rider Lance. I'm doing great, Wolf. I'm doing very great. It's been a pretty exhausting week. Yeah, definitely really exhausting, and also trying to pump out these videos every single day. It's a lot of work, but I really hope you guys are enjoying the content. Alright, Dragon Rider Lance. We've got, let's see, that's about 35, so that means it's 33.5 to 34.962 mil. I want to make sure I get that accurate. I don't want to type in 35 for the sell. That would be above mid. Crow says, when I first got the glove upgrade from Glacier, they were like 3 million. Now they're like 80. Yeah. They've definitely changed quite a bit. We have a main hand Drygor Mace. So that's MHD Mace. Main hand Drygor Mace. We have a 22.213, so mid sell. That is going to be... I'm gonna say about 20.5 because honestly the margin on these is actually pretty good. So even when they're slow, it's usually fine. 22.213 mil sell price. All right, so there we go. We have a nice start right here with 8 items. Do you know when the Christmas event starts? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. You'd have to... I really don't know. Do I sell my Black Santa hat now, or think I should hold? That is really up to you. Honestly, I have not looked at the trends for Black Santas at all lately. Alright, so we got everything in here that's priced in. So basically what we did is we did an instant buy. We're going to sell back for the price that we instantly bought at. And then we're going to use the average margin to be able to find out what we should be buying at for profit. So that is the simple strategy here. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Otter. Alrighty. Come on. Okay, here, while these things are going here, we're not going to sit here and wait for them all the entire time. While they are going, I'm going to go ahead and do some pricing for another section, and we're going to instant buy, instant sell for the items in this other section. That way we can get you guys a lot more prices going while we're waiting for these. Basically spent my bank on Black Santa, hoping it would go up crazy for Christmas again, so I was closer to a purple. Yeah, most of the time, the things that are going to be rising really hard like that are going to be like the lower end rares. Okay, so let's look at what section we have here that we can do. Let's look at Flip Starter. So Flip Starter is actually our entry level tier. If anyone is like, I have no idea how to flip, then this is a great tier to look at. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we've got quite a few things we can go ahead and do here because there's some things that were priced very early this morning. Hey, Baran60, how's it going, dude? You were one of our winners for the 50 million, weren't you? Alright, and this Drygor Mace is also removed. Okay, let's go and do some pricing in here. So, Armadillo Yellow. This is one of the most commonly bought items or like materials for archaeology because people want to do the Tetra compasses. Alright, so we got an instant buy at 7,000. These guys, all these pieces, by the way, all these materials have a 5,000 buy limit, which makes them actually pretty good for flipping, so don't sleep on these. And there we go. Yeah, look at that. Look. Okay, let me explain. And there we go. Got a Ascension Crossbow sold too. Check this out. This is what I'm talking about when I say, like, don't sleep on these things. I actually put this in my most recent video, the 5 tips video, is don't ignore small items just because they're cheap. Like, a lot of people will ignore the cheap stuff because they're like, oh, I've got a whole bunch of money, I'm just gonna flip the really big things, and it makes them feel better or whatever. And for sure, it is fun to flip the big things, but don't ignore these small things. This is 60-20 for the buy on Armadillo Yellow and a 7,000 sell on Armadillo Yellow. There's a 5,000 buy limit, guys. That means that if you flip a stack of these yellows, that is a 5 million flip. That is a lot of money for like a very small investment. So honestly, like especially if you are working with a smaller amount of wealth, flip things like this. It is going to get you up to being able to the bigger items a lot quicker. And then even when you're there, don't ignore them. Just don't sleep. Don't sleep on it. All right, so Armadillo Yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and type this in for the chat to use. This is going into Flip Starter, by the way. This is one of our items that we price in the entry level tier. So if you guys are looking at like, oh, what do you do in the entry level tier to help people start off? This is the entry level tier where you can do 5 mil flips on something as easy as this. We got a lot of stuff like that you guys can use. All right, Armadillo Yellow typed in there. Hey, the Ascension pair is gone. You'll also notice, by the way, that when you are flipping things like Ascensions together or a full set of Masterwork or whatever like that, they usually sell all at the same time. And a lot of times they buy at the same time too. That's because people are buying or selling them as a set. So if you're gonna do one Ascension, do the other one with it. Pro tip for making things move faster. It's really good. Crypt Bloom, do the entire set of Crypt Bloom at once. That way that when someone goes and buys an entire set, you sell all of them off at once. You don't have to wait for 5 people buying a set if you're flipping them, you know, each individual piece. You get it? So I really hope that helps. Let me catch up on the chat real quick here, and then we're gonna price a lot more. What should I do if my thing isn't buying to flip? Make sure you update. And Wolf, you're not currently in the Patreon, are you? I don't think you are, but if you we actually have on the spreadsheet how long to wait to update. You don't have to use the Patreon though, you can learn on your own. Just kind of like mess around with it a little bit. Depending on the item, the update time will be anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. That is typically the update time, but you need to update your item, that will get it going. Cobra, Sanez will up. Oh, he's responding there. Okay. Saren, you literally got me into flipping got my first ECB piece drop and used 1 billion to make GP. Nice, that's awesome, that's awesome. How's your progress going? Your Keystone investment made me so much. Nice, dude, nice. Yes, from the first video. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Going for another win, do it. Also, really quick to reiterate, because got a lot of new people in here in the chat. If you want to enter in the 50 million, like there's no weird catch or anything like that. You don't gotta buy anything or anything. You just literally, we're giving away 50 million every single day, legitimately. There's no baloney. I know that this, like every time you log into Twitch, you're like, oh, doing a giveaway. No, but this is real. Go to one of the most recent videos, whichever one you want to, because today is a stream, obviously. So go to one of the most recent videos, like, subscribe, and put a comment on there, and then go into our Discord server in the announcements, and then click participate. Okay. My girlfriend decided she was going to put different rules out there. So, you know what? When you go into our announcement, just read the bot. Anyway, we're giving away money, and that's really all that's what we've been planning, is just giving away the money. We're not it's just like the rules are up in the air. Anyway, is 1K a good margin? 1K is a great margin for an item like that, yes. All right, let's go ahead and do another one here. All right, cadmium red. Once again, 5,000 margin, and also the reason why I'm focusing on these for this is because these are part of a Tetra Compass, so people buy and sell these all the time. All right, so it's an okay margin. Let me do a few things here. I'm gonna do a couple things here, and then that way I can show you a screen of a few different price checks, not just one little item at a time. Ooh, the Carbon Black does not have a good margin today. I can tell you what to do though, if you do see a situation where the margin's like, ew, that margin's not very good. That doesn't particularly mean you can't make money on it. You can, and I'll explain. But obviously we don't want to flip something for a small margin, so like I'm not going to suggest anyone do that. I'm not going to be yelling here like, oh, congratulations guys, you made 50K. No, that's not what we're about. We want to buy party hats and be able to do whatever we want to in the game. That's the point, right? You're not making 10 billion a month by making 50K flips. Okay, so we have cadmium red. I'm gonna go ahead and type these in the chat here. Cadmium red, which isn't bad, not a bad margin at 44.58 to 48.50. Not terrible, not terrible. We definitely have some better items, but not terrible. Carbon Black. Okay, now Carbon Black. I was just explaining how this wasn't very good, right? Well, let's see how we can make this better. It's probably a pretty simple way of making it better. And it is. So, our instant buy was at mid-price, 2024. We look over here, 2024 in the market price. And then we saw that our instant sell was 1965. Okay, let me explain to you what's going on. What is going on is that someone is wanting to buy Carbon Blacks, they price them, and they're like, oh, this is what they buy for, and their offer is sitting there, and they are buying them. And that's the reason why I just sold this to that person, 1965. When this person is done buying, then the next buyer, I almost guarantee you, is going to be quite a bit lower than 1965. So we can get our margin that we're trying to get on Carbon Blacks by just anticipating that change. So what I would actually type in here instead is I'm going to do Carbon Black. And when I don't know exactly what that price is going to be, I don't want to mislead the people, the members in here that are going to be trying to flip this, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to do Carbon Black 1800 to 2024, and then I'm going to put possibly stretch buy. Now, what that means is the buy might be even lower than 1800. I can't guarantee that, but I'm going to put possibly stretch. That way people can go try to get that margin. But we just know this is too high. So, you know, we don't want to, I don't want to beat the guy that's just temporarily buying a few of these. I want to wait till they're done and then get them for a good price. That's also part of the reason why I don't recommend doing the instant buy, instant sell on expensive items, by the way. Because if you do that, you're going to lose a lot of money on the flip, because you just instant buy, instant sold. That's a money loss. But also, you're going to run into situations like this, where it's just some dude is sitting there with a price that's too high, and you don't want to use that for flipping. So that's why we use the average margin. And that's the reason why I do the price checking that we just did, where it's like instantly buy, sell it back, use the average to find it, and then start doing adjustments. You will earn the most money over time by doing that. Trust me, I've been doing this for too many years. Okay, cobalt blue. Once again, we have it looking like not the best margin. So 64.64 is going to be our market price. 64.97 was our instant buy. That already throws up some red flags. 63.25 was the instant sell. So since this cobalt blue is buying above and then selling below, we once again have a situation where we've got some people buying and some people selling that we just need to wait for them to get out of the way. If that wasn't the case, then cobalt blue would have instantly bought at mid, but it didn't. So what I would highly recommend for this flip is we're going to go ahead and do cobalt blue. And then we're going to do 62.01 because that seems like a pretty realistic one to stretch this for. And then we're going to do to 6,600. And now I'm going to say possibly stretch both, because there's two people in our way. We're just going to wait for those guys to move out of the way, and then we're going to have a nice margin. Cobalt blue actually could open up to be a much larger margin than the 400 each that I just typed in there. So if you're going to try doing these, stretch that even harder. This one right here, the malachite green, not too bad. It's not a terrible margin, but once again though, it's slightly above for the instant buy, slightly below for the instant sell. Although I would say, actually look, wait, we have a great example, guys. We have a great example. So 56.60 is just above the mid, right? That, oh my god, I keep going back. The 53.85 though, that number is a decent amount below the mid, which means that this buy is probably pretty close to being accurate, but that sell it needs to be higher. So what we're going to do is we're going to probably use this. We're going to use this buy, so green. We're going to use the 53.85 because that's actually that makes sense, right? It's a decent amount below. That's what we're looking for. And then, but our sell is going to be, we need to stretch this out because right now it's only 100 above. It's just some guy in there trying to sell them. That's what's going on. So I'm going to say to 5,800. And I'm going to say possibly stretch both again, because we don't know 100% if that's the limit, but the flippers can go find out. So there we go. That turns into not too bad of a margin right there. All right, let's get rid of this Dragon Rider Lance. We've cleared out that. And then, oh, nice. Look, Tyrian Purple. We don't have to do the work on Tyrian Purple. So I just gave you guys a bunch of examples how you kind of have to read it and figure out what you're doing there. But with this Tyrian Purple, it's right in front of our face, which is nice. We have a solid looking margin on Tyrian Purple. Now, obviously, when we look at the prices of Tyrian Purple and we look at the prices of, where to go? Armadillo Yellow. So we look at purple and we look at yellow, we can see they have 1,000 margin. So that tells us how much these colors should be. So that's the reason why we're like, I don't think I'm okay with 200 gold for a margin when we know it should be like 1,000. So that is a good way to tell, hey, there's something wrong with these prices. Let's do a little bit of work. So 38.52 on the buy to 48.47. And we don't have to stretch that, because that looks pretty good. That is another 1,000 margin on those, which means you can make 5 million right now doing Tyrian Purple. You can make 5 million right now doing Armadillo Yellow. And then you can also probably make quite a bit of money on these guys as well. You just gotta do a little bit of work on those. Let me catch up on the chat here, by the way, too. Well, through PVM and overnight flips, I have a Black Santa hat now. That's really awesome. Wow, that's really, really good. That's some amazing progress, actually. Also, you should check out Ball of Wool's margin. Yeah, but the only thing is, Ball of Black Wool probably does have a massive margin. That's because it's no one trades it. There are many items in here where the margin will be insane because no one trades it, no one buys it. So just because the margin's insane, try buying and selling 1,000 of those. I guarantee it's gonna be like almost impossible, and that's the problem. So definitely fun, good looking out, but try to find that on something that moves a little more consistently. What about gift wrap scythes? Are you talking about like their margin? If you want my opinion on gift wrap scythes, I actually do have a couple. I've got a few that I didn't invest in them. I just have them. I've got the 3 gift wrap scythes in here. I've also got the 5 frosted wreaths. I have not bought extra ones. I literally got these in the Grand Exchange. We don't know if they're being re-released this time around, but they probably are. And I don't think we're gonna see these guys skyrocket or anything like that until it's been like confirmed that they're not coming back. If Jagex confirms that, which you should keep your eyes out for it, good time to buy these obviously at that point. But they could also re-release them, and right now the price is so low. It's 3.2 million for the wreath, and then the gift wrap scythe, going by mid obviously, 12 million. That's really low prices on these two. These could drop down to like $1 million each for the frosted, or 500k if they re-release them, or worse. So I would say it's a high risk investment, honestly, given the situation. You're already following. And how's it going, guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We have like 60 people out there, which seems like every time I do, I stop and say, hey, there's like double the number of people. Super quickly, if you want to enter in our 50 million giveaway, just look in the announcements in our Discord server. You can find the description down below. We're doing 50 million giveaway every single day. So it's not just like a one time and maybe you won't win or whatever. We're doing a lot of winners every single day, So you can enter in our Discord. Be sure that you have liked and commented on a recent video, and then you are entered in today's video, because this is today's video content. Also, too, we are doing price checking. So if you guys want to use the price checks from today, feel free to go ahead and do that. Let me really read through really quickly on our current things we did, our bigger things. So we did Nox Staff, 252.5 for the buy, and it sells at 255.22. Main Hand Ascension buys at 108, sells at 110. Offhand Ascension buys at 110, sells at 112. Which, pro tip by the way, you can actually go to the dungeon and convert offhands and main hands between each other. So what you should do is buy them as a main hand and then convert and sell them as an offhand. That will give you a 4 million flip on the Ascension crossbow. So pro tip, go make 4 mil, don't make 2 mil. Doesn't make any sense. Reprisal, 42 to 43.6. Fire Torch is 111.5 to 113.5. Nightmares are 32.475 to 34. And also, just to let you know, these prices are ones we've done right here on the stream, so they are very recent. Dragon Rider Lance, 33.5 to mid, which is basically 35. Main Hand Dragor Mace is 20.5 to 22.213. And also keep in mind, Fire Torch, Reprisal, and Main Hand Mace are definitely going to be slower than the other items. And then the tier 90s out of this list are going to be the faster moving items. What both of you are mentioning are slow moving items. You'll end up keeping those for a good while before getting a sell. Oh yeah, talking about the Black Ghouls, yes, and the gift wrap scythe, yes. You said I should do things that move. How do I see what moves? It's all about the volume, the item volume, and how frequently something is traded. The reason why I say that the tier 90s from that list I just mentioned are the fastest moving things is because those are the most traded items. So you need to flip things that have a high demand, that people are always using and are always trying to buy or trying to sell off. That is what is going to make the fastest moving thing, and that's also item volume. Item volume refers to the volume of them in the Grand Exchange. Alright guys, let's jump into some more pricing. I'm going to look at our Flip Mastery section. Flip Mastery section is a very good way for you to start off. By the way, if you want to check out our Patreon content down below, you can start making up to 10 billion plus per month literally right now and support the channel. Let's go and look in here. Oh, wow, so many things have been priced recently. I'm trying to find something that has not been priced. I could do boots. Yeah, it looks like boots were priced this morning. Well, I'm having a hard time finding things that don't have an active price going on. Rage Fires. Woo! These have a limit of 10, which is pretty nice. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Alright. Wow, they don't buy. Oh, yeah, I guess so. They are way above mid. That's crazy. I looked at our most recent price check. They're way above mid. 26,121. This is something I mentioned in the most recent tips video too, by the way, guys, is that you really don't want to rely on the Grand Exchange mid when you are trying to like do flipping. Like, as you can see right there, that item was way above mid. If I was trying to use mid as a reference point, I would have been sitting there all day long. 30.97 for the sale. That is a great margin on these Steadfast boots. This, once again, is from the most recent video of don't ignore cheap items. That's probably a 7, that's probably like an 800k margin on these guys. Wow, and there's in the 10 buy limit, you can make 8 million flipping a stack of Steadfast boots, and that item is so cheap. Wow, that is really good. Lavens. Also, someone earlier asked me about how the card shop business is going. We're currently making a lot of progress on setting things up for that, but my main focus is on the RuneScape 3 content right now to really get a lot of content out for you guys, and yeah, that's my main focus. So once we get that kind of caught back up, then I'll work on the side project, but right now I'm really focused on this. All right, we have 14,342. Once again, way above mid. And a lot of the reasons why these things are way above mid, by the way, is because people are coming back from Fresh Start World. They're actually entering RuneScape proper, and they're buying their gear up. So that's why even these small things are rising up quite a bit. Okay, let me find something else that has not been priced recently. This is kind of a joke because everything's been priced recently. Well, I could do Malevolent. Let's do some Malevolent. For Malevolent, you definitely are going to want to be very patient with Malevolent. So, Malevolent is not one of those items where it's like, okay, come on, flip. Like, you just gotta be patient. My suggestion, honestly, for Malevolent is if you guys just put in the prices and then just leave it. Just forget about it. Go make a sandwich. Go, like, I don't know, cook an entire turkey like I just did, and then make sandwiches out of it. And stock them for the week. Like, just get away from the computer or stop staring at them, because Malevolent is just slow. But if you do it though, and you really just give it time, it works fantastically. 34,240. Nice. These are going to be some solid margins too. Malevolent Griefs. And also, really good questions, by the way, Wolfsbane. Really good questions. Like, fire these questions off. Whatever questions you guys have. There are no dumb questions. 22,498. Now is your time to ask. If you have any questions or any help with anything. Alright, awesome. Okay, let's run through these boots right here to get the actual margins for these boots. I think a lot of these boots margins are actually going to be pretty similar to what they were. They were actually priced today. Their pricing isn't old, the one that's currently in our Discord server. So I think that a lot of the pricing could be pretty similar to where it was. Rage Fires. I would say those Rage Fires are going to be about 25.1 million. 26.12 million. Nice. That's a 10 mil flip. That's potentially a 10 million flip on these Rage Fires. And this is also, these items right here are from our Flip Mastery, by the way. So if you were interested in the Patreon stuff, then go check it out. Flip Mastery tier. Steadfasts. That is going to be 2270k to 3090, honestly 3100k. We're going to pin these. Alright, and one more boot. Glavens. Alright, what is our most recent buy up here from this morning was... there. The sell is now basically where the buy was. That's pretty funny. I would say these are going to be no, even lower than that. 13.8 million to 14,342. And I'm going to put a note on here that says falling slowly, because they are down a little bit from where they were this morning. I don't think anyone nobody lost money on those, that's for sure. Like, they've only gone down a couple hundred K, but I just want to make sure people know to just keep updating those prices. Any videos in the works on how crazy flipping in a fresh start world was? Planning for the next one could be huge. I am considering doing a video about that. The only thing is, though, is I did a little bit of Fresh Start World content on the channel, and outside of the streams, not a lot of people looked at the videos. But we'll see how it goes. If I get a lot of people that are requesting that, I'm definitely going to make a video about Fresh Start flipping in general. That's for sure going to happen. So there will be some kind of content for sure. Wolfsbane, items are high demand. Oh yeah, you're just telling him. Yeah. Black wool, not high demand. That's why the margins are insane. Let's see. Wolfsbane says, okay, I thought they were also, I am scared to lose GP. Is it possible to lose my whole cash stack? I mean, my friend, the chances of you losing your entire cash stack on flipping, like, you would have to work hard to do that. Like, hard to do that. Hey, there we go, Malevolent Helm. Like, let me give you guys a really quick example of why you should not be worried about losing tons of money on flipping, okay? I'll give you a really easy example. Let's say I buy Steadfast boots, okay? And I buy them right now for this price. If I was to instantly sell them right now, I would probably get, like, I would get above mid. I would get mid or above, okay? So I would potentially lose 800,000 gold on this price check if I was to do that. So if I did that, two things. Number one, you only lost 800k. So that might be a lot of money to somebody, and if it is, like, don't freak out. But the thing is, now you have what they're buying and selling at for sure, even if you instantly sold it. Like, did the thing that just forced you to lose gold. The most you're gonna lose is one of these flips, right? You can now flip the next 9 of them for profit. You have the prices, okay? Also, too, another example. Let's just say some unrealistic experience, okay? Just some unrealistic thing that would never happen. Nightmare Gauntlets. 34 million right now, okay? If you buy a pair of Nightmare Gauntlets right now, and then tomorrow, they're 2 GP. Like, they're not going to be worth 2 GP tomorrow. Like, that's not going to happen. What if they're worth 30 million tomorrow? You just lost 4 million. That would be a horrible experience. That would be a horrible situation of an item changing dramatically down to 30 million, and you still didn't lose that much money. So I guess my point is that if you are actively, look, there's Steadfast Boots gone. If you are actively flipping and you are learning and you are taking notes and you are continuing to improve your skills, you're gonna make money each day. And if you have a day where you lose money, which in sometimes in handling the more expensive items, those really big expensive items like Levi, I'm definitely gonna answer your question there about the fractured staff of Armadillo pieces. Flipping stuff like that, those are big ticket items. They can shift and you could lose 100 million on one of those items. Don't do items like that. That's a number one way of staying safe. Do items you're comfortable with. Don't do big things unless you're confident you can do those big things. But even with those big things, guys, even with those really huge prices on items, if someone just takes a big loss, loses their flipping profit for that day, you still have the rest of the month you're gonna make profit. Like, flipping isn't done in one day. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So you should not be worried about losing all your money. Hey, it's Neo, thank you for the follow. And also guys, let me just tell you real quick here. If flipping lost you money, then, like, I wouldn't have made a channel that's been around for like 7 years. I'm just saying. Like, I would have done different content, trust me. I love flipping, it's amazingly fun. We get people in our Discord server that start off, hey, thank you so much for the follow. We get people in our Discord server that start off with the most basic tier, and then literally a week later, they're like at the highest tier that we offer because they're having so much fun, they're making so much money, and they learn very quickly. Like, it's really not that bad. It's a little bit scary in the beginning, but a lot of things are. Riding a bike is scary in the beginning. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna burn all my bicycles. Okay, Malevolent Helm, Malevolent Greaves are gone. Steadfast Boots, we did just write those in, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see, for our BFC prices, by the way, Nightmares, we already did write those down. We need to do our Malevolent prices here. Also, and so, to answer the question about FSOA pieces, I'm not doing those in a stream, because for very obvious reasons, those are items that there's not very many people flipping them. So if I do them in a stream, it's not going to help anyone, because I'll just be instantly buying one, and then it probably will never sell. I will lose money, because everybody will be like, oh, there's the price, and it'll shift. So those items are always best done on your own. We do also do those in the master prices section, where we price out everything, like pretty much everything above 1 billion gold, and a lot of things are below that. But we do all the fractured stab pieces, Exakill, we do all that stuff constantly every single day in the master prices. So we do those. I'm not gonna do them in the stream. They're not really good for a stream. We do expensive stuff in here for streams, like Sarah and God mode and stuff like that, but really low volume things, not too helpful. Wolf says, okay, thanks, I just have such low cash tax, so I'm scared. Honestly, my friend, just don't even worry about it. When you go train Herblore and you blow 100 million doing Herblore, do you worry about that? No, you plan to do that. So plan to just take a little bit of a risk. And I promise you, you'll be fine. I promise you'll be fine. We have over 9,000 people in our Discord server. You'll be alright. Alright, Malevolent Helm. We've got a buy. Malevolent Helm, we're going to do a mid buy, so that's going to be 11 million buy, and that's going to be to 11.4 mil. I honestly would say stretch sell on this, because that was a really fast sell for a Malevolent Helm. It's Neo says, take the L, write the day off, start again tomorrow. Exactly. You know, I have lost, like, I don't know, 900 million in one day before. I'm not saying that to scare you. I obviously was doing very, very risky things. I've also lost like 20 billion in one day. So I've done extremely risky flips and stuff. And some of them, and I've also made 20 billion in one day. So like, that is just my choice of doing extremely high risk things. But yeah, you just write it. It's just like, okay, yeah, it happened. No, it sucks. Becomes a funny story later. Like, look, now I'm laughing about it. Alright, Malevolent Greaves. We have a 22.222. What a weird price. Buy price, and then I'm gonna say, realistically, 22.6 at a minimum for the sell, because that was a very fast sell. And I'm also gonna put stretch sell. Alright, Glavens are gone there. We're gonna do those in just a second. Oh, we already did those, actually. We already did those. Malevolent Curus. Curus? This is not a word that anyone ever uses. You know, like you don't go to the post office and people are like, hang on, let me put on my Curus. I would say that's going to be a 33.6 mil. Oh, whoops, I should probably type this out. I'm actually typing all these things into our Discord server, by the way. Malevolent Curus, we have a 33.6 mil buy to a 34.24 mil sell. Alright, there we go. Malevolent is done. Now remember, Malevolent is typically slower, so it should be going a little bit slower than we were. Very blessed with the idea that Malevolent went that fast on stream. This is what I get for reading chats and talking at the same time. It always causes problems. How do I find out what's a high trade limit? Because I find good margins, but I'm not sure if it's traded often. For starters, you can always compile a small list of things that you want to know, like, hey, which one of these are high volume versus low volume? High volume means that they are traded often. Low volume means they're traded not very often. You can always ask in our Discord server, where literally just go to the ticket bot and then find a flipping help ticket and type in whatever you want to in there. Another way to know is you can also just it's called Quass. I think that this is literally harder to say than the other word. Quiwas. I'm just gonna say, like, okay, you know what? Cure is okay. So it's not cure ass. So that you're not gonna be curing any ass. Cure ass. I'm gonna get banned from Twitch, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, moving on. English is a hard language. Okay, let's price something bigger. Let's look at master prices. Price something big. Oh, also, by the way, if you, I know you asked about fractured staff for unbuilt pieces. I'll give you the symbol. FSOA symbol sells at 8:48. And that was from 3:37 p.m. So that's like an hour and a half ago. Someone posted that one. Okay, let's see. Scourge. Someone just priced Scourge. I'll go ahead and give you guys that price so I don't have to type it in here, but that's a good one for you guys to try out flipping. 141.7 to 145. So that is the Abyssal Scourge. Abyssal Scourge. Cuirass. Ardugan. Alright, Havoc Hood. I'll give you guys a Havoc Hood. Havoc Hood is 50 million to 57 million. Supply met the demand of the tickle stick. Tickle stick goes brrr. So I'm just giving you guys some prices literally from our section. We have so many prices in here. Like literally, if you want to slap the easy button on money making every day, you can just literally use the sections, put the buy in, then put the sell in, and make profit. Let's see. What's one more thing I can give you guys from the master passes? What's something that people aren't going to be like, why'd you give them that?
Don't share my clip.
Yep, see, my girlfriend's like, don't do it.
You're too good.
Ah! Okay. Actually, I don't see this price, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Staff of Sliske. Hi! Ice Age, how's it going? Alright, Staff of Sliske, let's go ahead and do this. 370, wow, 370. That's high. And I'm going to also give you guys Zeros Godsword too. Like, that's something that is always commonly flipped in Master, but it's not currently priced in the last couple hours, so I'm going to go ahead and price it for him. 343.9999, so 344. Oops, not 34 million. I wish it was that price. Do I wish it was that cheap? I don't know. There we go. Alright, so ZGS, going by our average margins, the magical margins, we're going to put ZGS at 340 to 344 mil. You can also, you can totally stretch the prices on these higher things too. SOS, we're going to do 365 to 370. Boom. You could just ask me, Dork. Yeah, we are. You're already yelling at me not to give the good prices to people on the stream, but I'm still giving them the good prices on the stream. We are going to the post office. You should get ready to. Alright guys, that is the call for me to go to the post office. Alright, it's been really fun. Honestly, it's been really fun. We had like 50 or 60 people on stream the entire time, which is pretty great. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Yeah, I definitely plan to do some more flipping streams, so if you guys want to see more flipping streams, just make sure you follow on Twitch. Also, enter in our 50 million giveaway. I'm just giving away 50 million gold, literally. You can look in our Discord, look at announcements for the information on how to enter. We're giving away every single day. We also have every single day video content. I am really sweating trying to get this content out, but we got this. We got this. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. If you would like to support the channel, it means the world to me. It will also mean the world for your RuneScape bank, because get yourself on the way to 10 billion gold per month, literally. Check it out in our Patreon section down below. You unlock all of the content in our Discord immediately when you become a Patreon member. And I will see you guys in the next stream or video. Have a good one.